In the Skylanders franchise, there are over 150 characters. There's some characters that are loved by everyone, and some other characters that are just hated. But I feel that some characters are just generally overhated for no exact reason. And I feel that these characters at least have one or two good things. So that's why today I'm going to talk to you my top 5 underrated Skylanders. Now, this video is entirely my own opinion, so if you disagree with me, that is fine. I'm cool with it. And with that, let us begin. If you know me well, you probably already knew that I was going to place Drill Sergeant somewhere on this list, but you probably weren't expecting me to place him this low. But before I tell you why, I must explain the stuff that most people are missing from Drill Sergeant. When most people first place Drill Sergeant, they tend to complain that his drill rockets reload slowly. Most people don't realize that even if you shoot both his drill rockets, you can still do his bulldoze charge. Most people say this tertiary attack is absolutely named due to doing no damage, but I feel that his Series 2 cannon improves that a lot, and is great for racking up damage as a whole. More recently, people have started to see the good side of Drill Sergeant, and that is why he is only at number 5.
Let's make some noise!
If you guys seen the latest episode of Code First Impressions, you'll know that I gave Echo a good review, and for good reason. Echo seems to be only noticed by the community due to her rarity, but I feel that Echo should be more noticed due to her amazing moveset. Another thing that I noticed is that most people don't seem to care about her due to her being released in the same wave where the new Light and Dark Horse came. I honestly feel it's a stupid decision on behalf of Activision, as they could have made Echo a pretty memorable character, and that's why I placed her at number 4. I mean, seriously guys, she's a water dragon that loves music. What's not to love?
Any last wishes?
Ninjini is a character I don't understand why many people hate. She's not my favorite giant per se, but she's definitely far from the worst in my opinion. Her primary attack can clear hordes of enemies, and her secondary attack, while looks pretty stupid at first, she can turn into a bottle and rapid fire missiles that auto-locks onto enemies. Her tertiary attack does suffer a little, but her tertiary attack is good once you get the hang of it. I do have a bit of bias towards her, due that my sister used to play as Ninjini a lot. So naturally this tells me that Ninjini is actually a solid giant.
If there's a drill, there's a way.
I was struggling whether to put Grilla Driller or another Skylander at number 1, but I felt that Grilla Driller did have a few fans. Unfortunately, most of the community hates him, and I just feel that Grilla Driller doesn't really deserve that hate. His primary attack is Magnifique. He can also, if you hold the secondary attack button for long enough, plant mines, which are great for clearing out enemies. His third attack could use a bit of improvement, but as a whole, Grilla Driller is still my favorite Swap Force Skylander, and I feel he needs a lot more attention. From what I gathered in the community, there's only one other YouTuber that actually likes Wrecking Ball. While admittedly, he doesn't pack a punch like a 40 would do when I was younger, he's still a good Skylander, and although his moveset's not the most powerful, especially as the games progress, he's still fun. Once you get the hang of his secondary attack, it can be super useful for crowd control, as well as his tertiary attack, despite being the least appealing out of all the other attacks. Not to mention that Soul Gem can let him literally eat enemies and give him health. No other Skylander can do that. And that was my top 5 underrated Skylanders. If you have these 5 Skylanders at home, I heavily recommend you to try them out to their fullest. But if you don't, that is fine. Only a recommendation. And as always, I'm open to any opinions. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in, ironically enough, my top 5 overrated Skylanders.